So, as I mentioned before, another intervention is exercise. Exercise is essential for kids and adults with ADHD. When you exercise, your brain releases neurotransmitters, including dopamine, which absolutely helps with attention and clear thinking. I have so many different clients that will talk about how they feel like if they didn't do their run in the morning or work out in the morning, how it's something that makes their whole day like either on track or broken. And, certainly that's very true because people with ADHD, they have less dopamine than usual in their brain. It's part of, in that same process, actually, that lack of dopamine is part of the reason why they have a hard time detecting the passage of time. They'll run late, things like that. So it's a neurological difference that's there in their brain. Exercise also promotes the process of neurogenesis, which is a useful way for fighting depression naturally. Part of what they found with neurogenesis is it seems like serotonin, which is what you have in different things like Paxil and Prozac and some of the different SSRIs, it's whether they go and they promote the transport of it, or anyway, however it increases the serotonin within the brain. There's multiple different ways that this is approached. It's thought that neurogenesis is actually the thing that's behind that because it actually promotes new cell growth within the brain. And they found that the hippocampus, for instance, can actually increase in the number of cells that it creates within the brain, which that helps with mood and it helps with focus. And certainly those are all things that are helpful for anybody, whether it's teenagers or adults. All of this is based again on neuroscience, what fires together wires together. So ultimately thinking about each day, it's almost like if you're walking across a football field, if you walked across it once, you're not going to really see a path in it. If you walked across it 15,000 times, you would probably see a pretty deep path in that football field. And so that's that's the same way that your brain works. So those different things that you're practicing and working on over and over again, they start to fuse together. So those are new neurological bridges that you're building within your brain. So like meditation, when you get, maybe frustrated, that'll help you to be able to know, like as you start to build up and start to escalate, then you can go and back to this thing that helps you to be able to come back and be calm and be focused and clear. And knowing that those different things are there helps you under those times of distress and duress where you can kind of access that part of yourself and know that, all right, I can coach myself through this. I don't have to get anxious during this test. I can focus, or this argument, or whatever it may be. So exercise is absolutely helpful with going and building that same process of like helping your body to be able to know that it has this release that's there. It helps build dopamine in the brain and help you to be able to focus and be clear during those times where you might be even more stressed.